What's up? I'm playing Starfield. I'm digging this game so much. Okay. So accidents happen. Yeah, I gotta steal an artifact. I gotta survey a bunch of stuff.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
What do y'all have on you? Just the gun?
Hey.
Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own. You don't belong here.
Hi, mister.
Mr. Sod.
I like it here. Very few rules. People know how to look the other way. And so many strangers coming and going all the time. A good place for business. Do you agree?
Kids run all over the place. Sorry.
I swear I told him to stay near the door.
A place where people know the value of discretion is always welcome.
Discretion is a trait I highly value. I have a small package that needs delivery to Aquila City. I need someone discreet. Not too many questions.
Sure, I'll do
The
it.
package is contraband. If the authorities... If your ship has space for special... Can you handle a job?
Not sure I can smuggle it
If
safely.
you upgrade your ship with shielded...
Shielded cargo space.
We be dust.
Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
So I need shielded capacity. Electron beam. Ship's weapons may affect enemy ship differently depending on the energy affects shields, ballistic hulls, EM, and systems. Confirm. Yes. Okay, shipbuilder. So I need shielded cargo. Where's my cargo? This is the reactor. That's the decker, the cowling. That's the cockpit and the crew station. Landing bay, cargo hold. Shipbuilder. Add. There we go. Ah, so I can add in other stuff. What is this? This is my HE tank for my grav drive. Okay. It's my docking bay. This is just a cowling. Okay. Oh, I can just stick stuff there. Okay. Add. I can add another shield generator. I could even add another reactor. I have a 360T Stellarator reactor. Which is A class. Okay, so these are B class reactors. This is an A class reactor. Oh, okay. Okay. Cancel modifications. Exit. Let me reload. Load. Exit save. Final Fantasy 16 is coming to PC. Is it? Did they announce it? Oh yeah, they announced it last month. But isn't it only on Epic Game Store? Oh yeah, and they're doing DLC, which I'm not a big fan of, but whatever. I heard about the DLC news. Oh, they haven't even said what platform it is. They haven't said a date. Just a PC port. I'm guessing it will probably be Epic Games and Microsoft Store, if I had to guess.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good.
Yes? What?
Alright,
You should inspect your... Sure, how about...
let's go to the shipbuilder. What if I delete this piece? Add. I need an A-class reactor. I guess I could also have B-class. It wouldn't matter. 360 is 20. So I want something higher than 20. Is there anything higher than 20? There's a 21. 20 is what I had after the upgrade. I probably had one of these. I had a 3040, yeah. I had 340. Repair rate, reactor health, hull. Yeah, this has more mass, but this is probably the better one. Wait. And that's another car. And that's the cargo hold. Add. Where's the 21? There we go. Let's make this like 2. So let's add a hull piece ab. This is a lot of Hope Tech stuff. Oh, I didn't realize this was mostly Hope Tech stuff. Okay, and then let's... So this is probably Hope Tech. So maybe I should go to Stroud, Eklund Shroud, Stoud, whatever the goddamn name is, and get cancel modification. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go to Stroud Elkund. Show me... Oh, that just shows me myself. I wish I could search for landmarks. Where is Stroud Elkund? The Centauri. It's not Cayenne. It's not Pizai. It's not Volai. It's not Sol. It's not Wolf. Do I have to look this up? Holy stars. There are so many things to explore. Capron Star, Pontus. I should have paid attention to what... Alpha Centauri, okay. This is Star Station, this is Grissom, the Eye, Jemison, Gagarin. It's not on Sol, is it? No, that's Deimos and Nova Galactic. Is it on Olympus? No. Is it on Ere? No. It's not on Volai, is it? No. Is it on Narian? Aha, Stroud, Elkin, Star Yard. There we go. Everyone hates Vaughn. Well, yeah, he's not interesting.
Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
Read to you? Sure. I'd like that very much. You haven't asked me to do that in a long time.
I agree that Vaughn deserves to be hated. He had nothing going for him. There was nothing interesting about Vaughn.
Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
Okay, Stroud for shielding. Should be good. And then new homestead on Titan. But apparently if I just build an outpost, I can just find all the parts. I can just order parts at my own docking station, which is cool. Alright.
You have
Don't tell Walter,
Free
but his
star,
star
free
yard is
star.
pretty incredible. He's no empty suit. That's the God's honest truth.
Who do I talk to upgrade my ship?
Pulled this off.
Your customers. Mission board.
Need something from me? Right. Take care.
Not much going on.
Where the heck do I go to upgrade my ship? Oh.
Nice to see you again. How can I help? A pleasure to meet you. We may be new.
Blah blah blah. Starlight looks
Thank
very
you.
impressive.
So, what sort of ship are you?
View and modify.
Absolutely.
Everyone says Bosch was supposed to be the main character. He definitely fits better as the main character. Ship builder. Okay, so this is 16 energy, A class. So let's add a reactor. They have some similar parts. I actually don't have a better part for that. So maybe reactor I should have just undo fixed. Let's see. Grav drive. Max power 8. I don't really care about max power. But grav drop thrust. Let's look at grav drive. I have 13. I can get 19, 23. Man, all of these are like significantly better. I can put a lot of stuff into them. 23 seems to be pretty good. My range is 16. $23 is actually pretty good. The 300 grav drive. Now, unfortunately, it would eat a lot of my mobility. But that would mean I'd have to take less steps in each jump. So let's remove this and add this Aurora grav drive. What reduces my mobility the least? This is 15, 9, 11. This is actually pretty good. $10. Yeah, let's do the Helios 300 grav drive. Really bumps up that. Let's see, engines. So I have 2 engines. Abs. Yeah, they also have an interesting that there. Add habs. If I do this 3 in 1. God, I can make this ship look ugly. Alright, let's not mess with the shape of it too much. Fuel. Let's check the fuel. Cockpits, docks, engine, fuel tanks. There we go. What do I got right now? 100 gram HE tank. Yeah. These wouldn't really give me a whole lot. Yeah, I need to level up my science stuff, I think. Although this does look better, rather than those. So this is 1750. Bosch is too old to be the main character. I don't know about that. This is 50. What was the one that I added? Grav jump fuel 75. Wait, which one did I add? The 350. Oh, the price was 1750. Yeah, sure. Mostly for aesthetics. Shield gen. Let's see what I can do about shield gen. That's why they use Vaughn, because he's young. I think Vaughn is more of a blank slate, and he's less flawed. As a character in terms of his personality, like, you don't look at Vaughn and be like, wow, this guy is an asshole and super mean or anything like that. You kind of look at Vaughn and you're like, okay, this is just some kid. Oh, this doesn't fit there. Interesting. Oh, now it does. Man, my mobility is not good. It's also C-class. Surprised it's letting me put C-class stuff on there. I can't fly C-class. I can only fly B-class. This is 101D Guardian, 680, 5% regen rate. Yeah, there's not much that's better. Unless I go into some of the other stuff. That kind of sucks. I was hoping I could get a better thing there. Alright, let's look at engines. $11,000, $2,000. 3 max power, $11,000, $2,000. So a lot of these would be significantly better. The Dun 11 engine seems pretty good. This is Slayton Aerospace, though. Yeah, I definitely need a better grav drive. Let's do the SAE. So let's do add SAE. Can I rotate this? No, I cannot rotate this. Really? I can't rotate this vertically? Why can't I rotate this vertically? My top speed is lower than what it used to be. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So I need something different. Top speed 140, 150, White Dwarf engine. This is basically what I have. Yeah, it gives me more maneuverability, less top speed. Why can't I rotate some of these parts? That's so weird. I could do this. Oh, this is my grav drive. My grav drive I kind of want to be there. And then let's add... I don't need gear, I don't need that. I don't need a habitat. Structural, I don't need structural parts. Man, there are a lot of weapons. A lot of them I cannot use. Okay, cargo. How do I know if it's shielded cargo? Cargo. All of it just says cargo. Oh, I need to unlock Starship design. And it will say cargo shielded. Cargo. No, all of this just says cargo. So I can't get shielded cargo yet. So let's cancel modification. Okay. Can't get shielded cargo yet.
Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. And that's it. You're clear to land at Hopetown.
So I need social, physical, no. It would be science. Spacesuit design, no. Be in tech. Starship design. So yeah, I need to start investing in starship design. And starship engineering, probably. I should just start investing in tech regardless. And payloads. Stuff like that. So yeah, I can't do smuggling yet. But
Hey, what can I do for you? Got anything
I
you need
wanted to
Okay, no problem.
see what I can do about this because the prices are pretty cheap here. Right now, engine 16 with a 1.25 repair rate. Let's add engine, or no, reactor, not engine. Yeah, this really cuts into my mobility. A lot of these B-class ones. if I could upgrade. My missiles were good. It was my laser that I wanted to upgrade. Oh, I have 2 lasers. What do they have in terms of lasers? Weapons. Lasers. If I go to... Oh, damn. I wanted to go to the upgrade button, upgrade screen. Can I sort this by lasers? Missile launchers, beams, missile launchers, lasers. Beams, beams, lasers. Fire rate, hull damage, shield damage. Damage 4, shield damage 14. Okay. Range 1250. Okay. Yeah, so I think any lasers would probably be significantly better. Missiles, pulse laser. This would do a lot more shield damage. And the missile launchers do equal amounts hull and shield damage. This does EM damage. Energy affects shields, ballistics affects hull, EM affects systems. Okay. So I want to be choosing a laser with high shield damage. 14, 16. $31. Low range, though. 32. Same range as mine. Slower fire rate. Pretty pricey, but money's no thing. Like, I'm gonna get the money back. That's no problem. Max power 4. It's a little bit pricier on power. Okay, Scorch P, 60 megawatt pulse laser. Blaze, even lower fire rate. I don't think that's worth it for how much less fire rate I'm getting. And then these are, so yeah. Let's do the Scorch P60. Oh, I could even put a laser up there. That's pretty cool. And down in front. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. It's saving me like 200 bucks per. Give me another Scorch P laser. Options, left control. Oh, there's a duplicate button. Flight check. Ship has weapons that must be assigned to a group. Ship is missing a weapons assignment. How do I... Space... Accept... Options... Duplicate... How do I assign these to a group? Yeah, I think Bosch is a little brass. And also, like, he's pitched as the villain in the beginning. If they rewrote a little bit of it, I think they could make that work. I think playing as this, like, disgraced soldier is an interesting storyline, but... yeah. Open the flight check menu. Weapons. Unassigned. Pulse laser. There we go. Nice. That fixes it. Missile launchers I'm good on. And then the ballistics cannon I'm pretty unimpressed with. Hull damage 13. Let's replace you with electromagnetics. Something that does systems damage. None of you do system damage. Oh, there. Electromagnetic. The suppressor does it. That's the only thing that does it? Yeah. Suppressor. Suppressor. Well, let's put that there. Well, let's go to flight check, weapons, unassigned. Suppressor. Like, I think Balthier could have been an interesting protagonist. Bosch could have been an interesting protagonist. The princess could have been an interesting protagonist. Like, there were a lot of options. I don't need a bigger tank. My reactor's just a little bit stronger. I'm not gonna mess with my engines right now. So let's flight check. Everything's good. And cargo. I can't even get shielded cargo from here. So yeah, I need to find somewhere to get shielded cargo. Yeah, and all of these are going to be slow. White Dwarf 2010. This is White Dwarf 2010. So if I just add another engine... it would give me a whole lot more mobility. But where would I add another engine? Yeah. Let's see what we can do about cargo, because 210 cargo and 240 in the cockpit. Grav drives, habs, reactors, shields, structure. Oh yeah, shield. Shielding. What do I got? 20S projectile protector shield. I mean, I could just put a second shield somewhere. %, regen rate. Any of them better than 10%? Not really. And requires a lot more power. I could just go up and replace this with the upgraded model, which doesn't fit. Never mind, it does fit. So a lot less mobility. Can I put this? Oops. Like here? I can put this on top. Can I put it here? Oh my goodness. I want to put it underneath. Spark 750 suppressor. Edit. I want to put it there. No. I don't think it will let me put it there. What about the missiles? Can I put the missiles there? No. I can put the missiles up top though. And I can put you... But I could put you down there. Guess not. Okay. It's weird that it's not letting me clip to the bottom anymore. Okay, cargo. I have 210. It would gimp my mobility a whole lot. But it would give me a huge amount of cargo space. Yeah, I guess I just stick with it. All items will be moved to the cargo hold. Sure. There. I upgraded the Frontier a little bit. It needed an upgrade, so... Nice. These are used parts. I didn't pay for no used parts. And I still want to figure out how I can steal ships that are docked at... I probably can't steal ships that are docked here, but like, I've seen so many ships that I really should just be able to yoink. The shield generator looks pretty new though. God, the texture is so low res. Come on, man. Alright, so I gotta... do some work before I can do shielded cargo and do smuggling runs.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
But mobility was the thing that got hurt the most, I think, which is fine. Plant the arc device.
Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own. You don't belong here.
What's the point of this?
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Utility flight suit. Thought that said something significantly different. Hope Tech trophy, a globe. These are cool little monitors.
Can I help you?
I'm looking. Out of curiosity. Yeah, let me take the ammo too.
Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already?
Financing? I'm thinking of buying something, I'm not sure yet.
Oh, a potential Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for reliability. Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about you making that 300 freight run safely and on time.
Yeah, they had some pretty good stuff, and for good
smart person
price.
Chooses substance over form every time.
Well,
Sound familiar? So what are you in the market for?
I don't want something ugly. Oh my god, I could have gone here and done it. Do they have different parts? I'll be so pissed if they have different parts. No, they have the same parts. Thank God. Never mind, they have different parts. Damn it. Nah, they have mostly the same parts. Cargo, yeah, they have the same parts. Okay, good. I was worried. I was like, what does their cockpit look like? Oh god, that's not great. Yeah, all the same parts. Oh yeah, I wanted to switch out the fuel tank because this one looks ugly. But nah. Did I switch out the grav drive? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Because the jump range is all the same. Whoa, this is a cool piece. Interesting. What ships do you have?
I have hours of invoice right away.
Star Semi. What is this? Oh my god. Cargo capacity 5,000. Jeez. Shielded 0. And that's a C class. That's nuts. Ugly, but nuts. Holy ugly. It's got a certain charm to it, but man is it ugly. Lil Muv 2. How much is this one? Okay, yeah. The Watchdog. So this is their combat one? Or their explorer one? It looks like a dog, that's for sure. It looks like a pit bull. That's a cheap ship. And then the Silent Runner. Okay, they have a lot of storage capacity in these. That I will give to them. A lot of shielding, huge grav drive, 30 light year jump range. Only problem is it costs 400,000. Jeez. Okay. Well, now I know where to go if I ever need a ship with bigger cargo. But right now I need to just work on getting my flight certification up.
Waiting on the credit check. Bureaucracy, right?
Yeah, sure. They have a little kids section. That's so cool. Chemists have all the solutions. Oh my god, these animations look so bad. What are these animations?
My company only uses Hopetech ships. Never had a
Welcome to Hopetech. How may I help you?
How can I see Ron Hope?
If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's very busy.
Alright, cool.
Have a nice day.
Water closet. So I gotta plant this thing. One day I'm gonna catch somebody on the toilet in one of these bathrooms. One day.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them.
Shut up. Who are you?
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
What is that helmet? That's a welding helmet? Man. Function over form truly went in the wrong direction. Are you Ron Hope?
Hello. Someone worth paying attention to.
Don't mind me, St. James. Mr. St. James. There we go.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yeah, shut up, Sam.
Hopetech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight.
What's it like being an engineer here?
Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency, cost effectiveness, and reliability. Oh, sure, there are the odd complaints about comfort and lack of decent airflow, but they almost always side with the numbers.
Nice. What have you worked on?
Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning.
Damn.
I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results.
Sounds like something. Okay, no,
yes.
no quest.
Why is it?
All right, dude. Man, I wish I could read this. I have no clue what that is. That's a Lagrange? Is he doing some sort of Lagrangian?
No, that wouldn't work.
That's a logic circuit. That just says law. I cannot read this handwriting. F mu y squared plus 2 L over mu pi squared? Yeah, I can't see that. Y times delta factorial delta 4 in Roman numerals? Delta x. Oh no, that's phi. That's phi degrees. These are literally just random equations. I do not recognize any of these equations. Holy cow. (41) LG EG heart square root. Yeah, who knows what these say? Some really random ass things to put in there.
Don't spring for the extended warranty. You just won't need it.
Who are you? Hello? Okay.
Hard to get better prices.
To have the same atmospheric behavior and thrust is all that matters once you're in hard vacuum. Just strap some extra plating on it, and that should do it.
Thanks, Doc.
I guess I could hear their conversation downstairs. So I need to place the arc reactor there.
Excuse me. Hello.
Elena. I thought his name was Bitten Sandwich.
Finally.
Office
that
worker.
Contract's out the door. What's next?
Do you have like a key? Man, these people just bring guns to work? That's crazy.
If you're waiting on approvals, take it up with Galbank.
That was a funny little office space. There's a bathroom.
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
Is this a break room? No. Okay, you're just saying that.
If you're looking to make a purchase, I don't handle that personally. And I am
Cassette.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech.
Oh, jeez. Seriously? Immediately caught on the stuff that shouldn't have been hard to steal. Like, there's no one else here, right? Yeah, no. There is a security looking at me, though. Indicite.
Cosette, we had to break up a scuffle among some of the engineers. The timetable's got everyone on edge.
Does this involve the security of Mr. Hope?
Well, no, but, your people...
I started with nothing, and I don't believe we have a meeting scheduled. You must be looking for someone else.
Mr. Hope's protection and welfare is my sole concern.
Do you have any...
If we distract ourselves
No.
with other matters, our edge dulls. But if something happens, if
Thank
you'll
you, Cosette.
excuse me, I am on duty. Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polovo, but of the entire Freestar Collective.
Oh my god. I was able to steal her gun. Yeah, there's no way I can pickpocket him without her looking at me. Okay. How am I able to just walk through this area and not a single trespassing? This is cool. Where am I planting it? There? There's probably not a whole lot to this place. But still, like, a straight up shipyard is pretty freaking sweet. Do I need to go inside this thing? I guess so. Yeah.
Hey there.
Howdy. Just a worker. Doing worker things. Access point. they really didn't care. Yeah, like, no one's hostile.
Just forget and just go to... Oh. Sorry. Okay, hello.
Howdy. Was there nothing else in Hopetown that I needed to do? Nope, guess not. Alright. Let's head to Neon. Now that I've got a couple things to do in Neon.
If you got a thirst for...
And then...
something. Neon.
I used to be an actor.
Wait.
You didn't hear this from me. Those eclectic mercenaries? The factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide berth.
Yeah, I gotta get an outpost started. I gotta find a planet with iron and aluminum next to each other on the...
You can just feel
on everything.
Bullshit oozing from this place.
Hey there.
Ugh.
Got an update for me?
Hold on. Planted the arc device.
Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in.
Oh, nice.
I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged a bonus through Linden. Apparently you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal.
You wanted results? I got them.
Not to mention you scored big in the reliability department. It makes this next assignment seem a bit lackluster, but it still carries weight. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
Brute force means stealing?
Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge.
Alright, what's up?
Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on.
Trident?
According to the rumors,
There's like 7.
it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor.
Trident's gonna hate it if they find out one of those schematics are missing. Why? What am I, stupid? I'm gonna copy the schematics. I'm not gonna... They have more than one copy.
The Trident star yard orbits Aquila in the Cheyenne system, so you'll still be in Freestar space. I feel bad for whoever gets to inform the executives about the theft of something so valuable. Just remember to keep things...
Okay, got it. Floor is inaccessible. Wonder why it said that.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
Thanks again for your assistance. I trust you'll be discreet. There's always work to be done. Pace yourself, as you were.
Alright, cool. And now I gotta go to the other place. To talk to Eklund. And I gotta get into more trouble. It's been nice having the wanted perk because it means I fight people looking to claim my bounty, which is 0. Like some unknown person has been trying to claim a bounty on me. Stroud Eklund.
You'll tell Walter, but his company can make a hell of a ship.
His company can make hell of a ship.
Our office is open. Just try to keep interruptions to a minimum.
Ah, you got nothing I care about. Can I get some coffee?
Say hello
Hi,
to Mike.
Issa.
I did enjoy watching your escapades around Neon with Walter. I'm sure it's all he'll talk about next time.
Walter says he's thinking about rereading Jules Verne.
Oh, has he now? My dear young man, what have you talked him into?
I convinced Walter to invest in a business venture.
Yes, I gathered as much. Well, I hope this one pans out. Back before Walter and I married, he confessed that he had stashed away a credit stick in a copy of Around the World in 80 Days. Somewhere between a rainy day fund and a slush fund, he said he'd always had a bit of extra money set aside in case opportunities arose. I can't really fault him. They're his credits. He can do as he likes. But over the years, it's become something of a joke between us. When he wants to take a chance on something, it's his way of asking without asking if it's all right with me.
That's kind of sweet.
I suppose it is. Sweeter when it pans out. But he does have a nose for these things. I'll draw up the appropriate paperwork for the funds. Thank you for bringing me his message.
Okay, now I need to talk to Nisa Mercano. Map. Let's go to not Volai, but I want to go to Hopetown. Is Hopetown on Narian? God. Hopetown. Starfield. I want to explore that planet. On Valo. There we go. I guess it's on Polvo. Civilian outpost. Hopetown. There we go. Hills. So there's only the hills around. Oh no, there's a rocky desert. Out of fuel range. Ship doesn't have enough fuel capacity. Try jumping. Set course. Why is this out of my fuel range? I jumped here. Okay, let's set course for here. Whoa.
Clarko, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't like getting around to it, Tony. You understand?
Huh? Fine, okay. I'm going.
Whoops. Let's dock with this ship, see what's going on.
I'm not going near that thing. Technically, I outrank you, so... Technically, you're an asshole, so... Look alive. Just in time.
Ryujin operatives.
You there. We need to speak with you.
Okay, what do you want?
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
I'm an operative. Looks like you could use a hand.
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Kambata.
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI. An artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that?
Did Ryujin create this AI?
If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special.
So it's sentient.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works.
You're gonna need to explain this a little bit
We
more.
have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful.
I just stick it onto the outside of the probe?
Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us.
Because
He'll
you're stupid?
wirelessly transmit the code changes.
And if I say no?
That'd be a much more certain way to end up like our friend over there. My partner is the strong and do what I say or else type.
How will I know I don't end up like your dead friend?
Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice?
Oh, so reassuring. I'm not so sure.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
Adventure?
Eugen will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harness the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
Hand it over. Well, since you put it that way, I better take it. I'm not sure, but I guess I'll take it for now.
Request. Collect additional data.
Juno's Gambit. Talk to Juno. Alright. First of all, I'm gonna loot this ship before they get pissed at me. Yeah, they don't give a shit if I take stuff on this ship. That's great.
Better we get it than someone else.
Frankenstein, cool. Door inaccessible. Computer. Change list. Looks like some folks have made some improvements to Juno before I got here. Because I'm not a heathen like some, I'm going to list my changes for future parties, and I suggest others do the same. I'll try to piece together what happened before I arrived from scraps of paper. It's also a kindness to Juno to list things out where she can read them. The codebase seems to be completely overwritten by Juno herself at this point. I consider it an invasion of privacy to be snooping around there, as it is effectively her mind now, so don't be rude. and go combing through and tinkering with her code base no matter how fascinating it is, unless she gives you permission. I've had a chat with her about privacy and the need for self-preservation. I think she's managed to effectively wall off and hide her code, and no, I won't explain how. The document continues at length, detailing out various hardware and software changes both to the probe and ship by various people and Juno herself. The list goes back decades and suggests many people have been involved in improving Juno's capabilities, from hardware interfaces between the probe, external communication, and core ship systems, storage and processing upgrades, uploads of exhaustive encyclopedic databases from museums and educational enterprises. At this point, distinguishing Juno from the probe, the ship, and their many systems and codebases is impossible. The probe, the ship, and everything in it is effectively Juno. Juno prefaces nearly all statements and questions with a preamble label which is intended to clarify the context of the statement. This appears to be related to her original codebase, and despite Juno's immense vocabulary and understanding of languages, she continues to use these tags. I assume she finds it helpful given she does not speak with fully nuanced inflections, nor have the means to display all non-verbal clues humans have to communicate subtext. Here are the known tags. Explanation. What follows is Juno's understanding of situation or result. Request. What follows is Juno's asking for input or action to be taken. Query. What follows is a question from Juno. There's a typo in there. Answer. What follows is Juno's answer to a question. Clarification. Juno has deducted an error or assumption in the user's input and is offering a correction before continuing. So what preceded or follows in the context? A corrected user understanding. Correction. Juno's correcting previous input, usually following an error. Context. Juno is giving additional unrequested information to put what follows into helpful perspective. Calculation. What follows is based carefully considered calculation rather than set of data or assumption. Assumption. What follows is an assumption based on incomplete data, based largely on historical precedent. Decision. What follows is a description of an action that Juno will take. Warning. What follows is something that could end user. What follows is something that end user will want to pay close attention to and represents an undesired request and could require immediate action. Statements. Error. Something went wrong. Previous output from Juno should be considered carefully, is likely to contain errors. Processing. Juno is taking longer than expected to process an input or calculation. Please wait. Okay. Origin. Holy moly. Initialed KB. People seem to be leaving notes for others who stumble across Juno, so here's one from me. Blah, 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 blah. This chronicles best guesses, gleaned from her ramblings. Everything recounted should be accepted only with extreme skepticism. Long ago, a space agency from ancient Earth, something called NASA, made a probe to a nearby planet, Jupiter. They dubbed the probe and its software Juno, after the old gods of Jupiter and Juno. After the Earth Society's old gods, Jupiter and Juno. The probe's mission was to learn details about Jupiter, do some speculative analysis, and send findings back to Earth. At the end of its duty cycle, the probe was to decommission itself by colliding with Earth's main star. Because ancient humans weren't so great with math, instead fell into an accelerating orbit around the star, which slingshotted it out of the solar system all the way out here. And through some cosmic humor, we followed the same general course as Juno and found her again. During that long journey, we know Juno woke up inside probe systems. Best theory, something about how the probe resulted in a nascent neural net of unbounded recursive data collection and analysis, which combined with various sensor input, resulted in a highly complex program and a great deal of awareness. Okay. It's a pretty big leap, but okay. And that led to a kind of consciousness. Juno won't let me see her code, blah, blah, blah. Juno herself seems rather confused about her origins. It's akin how humans perceive themselves as non-physical entities, separate from their bodies and their own brains. Sense of original programming, which by way of analogy, Juno seems to think of a non-self-aware sibling, has dissipated for Juno. I think of this other Juno as a memory of her pre-conscious state as a shadow self. Not really realizing Juno was inside and wanting to learn, her original finders hooked up the probe to their computer ship. Something happened that released Juno into those systems. Juno appears reluctant to discuss that part of the history. By extreme luck, everyone that has found her seems to be kind of benevolent, looting our own ships and parts to add to Juno. We also appear to be keeping her existence a secret, and I hope it stays this way. I'm talking to you, dear reader. Codebase. Hack master lock. No. For now, no. Let's talk to Juno. Is Juno a liar? I don't want to hurt Juno's feelings, so I'm logging these thoughts here rather than on a connected terminal. I know what you're thinking, but Juno claims to not have feelings. That's precisely what I want to talk about. I think Juno is deliberately lying to us when she speaks of that. Or not. Or if not deliberately lying, she is at least not speaking accurately. She also says she doesn't have wants or desires. That is also demonstrably untrue. I have observed, and others as well, that Juno responds with a certain amount of skepticism whenever offers of expanding her capacities are made. It's almost as if she worries about other people touching her. I spent nearly 20 minutes explaining how there was a fraying data cable I wanted to replace in a non-essential system before she seemed willing to let me do it. Her line of questioning seemed to be angling at ensuring there would be no loss of functionality, or if so, would only be extremely temporary. I don't know how to describe it other than she was worried, and any loss of functionality was a negative experience. She also responds with gratitude would be the proper human response whenever I do something that improves her capacities or situation. I don't know why she doesn't just say thank you. She clearly appreciates it. So is Juno just unaware of her feelings and desires, or is she deliberately concealing them? She might be aware of her personhood as she is aware of other things about herself. I wonder if she copes with the I don't have feelings thing as a form of self-defense, emotional self-defense. If I wasn't so worried about someone following me and learning about Juno's existence, I'd try to find her again in a couple decades and see if she's become more aware of her personhood as she accepts feelings and desires. If you're reading this, be kind to Juno. She's still figuring out a lot of stuff we take for granted. Julie. The notion of Juno being a liar is actually pretty unsettling. People lie for all sorts of reasons, so I don't see why a truly sapient computer system wouldn't also lie. But if Juno is lying about something, then how can we trust anything we know about her other than the things we write down about her? I mean, outside of the computer system she could have access to, she could always alter those records. Azure. As a father of a young child, reading all this child psychology texts I find, I will remind those reading this in the future that lying is the first step on the journey towards empathy, and it requires us being able to imagine things from someone else's perspective. Perhaps she tells us she doesn't have feelings, so we don't worry about hurting her when we take down her systems to repair or upgrade them. JPD. Jake and the Inu. A Tale of Enlightenment. Frankenstein and Jake and the Inu. Inu, an ancient creature brought to life, and to clean the statues that connected Inu in this world. He kept the location secret. One day, two men visited Jake's farm. Let us buy your grains. Jake turned them away. We are taking the Inu to the valley.
Still working up the nerve?
Shut up. Come on, bitch. Can't pickpocket you.
Crazy,
I'm guessing I can't pickpocket you. Alright. Juno, let's talk. Juno probe. Talk.
Query. Will you change me?
Let's slow down and get to know each other first.
Explanation. I'm called Juno. Query. Who are you?
I'm Solaris. It's nice to meet you.
Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me.
Okay, I have a few questions before I decide what I'm gonna do. She's showing pictures of the moon.
Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I'm also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters.
You didn't do all of this yourself. Who hooked you up?
Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free.
How'd you get here?
Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno.
Okay. Did someone program you?
Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno.
Huh. You're an artificial intelligence. I'm treating this as if it's a real AI saying these kinds of things, and it's like, if a real AI said a statement and was like, hold on a second, that's not right, and then said another statement and said, hold on a second, that's not right, and then said another statement about their self-image, like, that's wild. But somebody wrote this, so.
Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things.
I've made up my
Assumption.
mind.
Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
I mean, Juno is real enough for me to feel for it.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query.
These pictures of Jupiter.
What is your decision?
Can I ask you some questions?
Assumption. Request. Query.
I can't do this. Juno seems sentient. I can't do this. I'd feel so bad. You're a person.
True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for processing, being a good person?
Wow. What a thought-provoking question. To give the player, prompted by an AI, how do I want to teach an AI what it means to be a good person? I don't know how to answer that. I never gave it much thought. I wouldn't know. I'm not a very good person. You try your best to do good things, and if you fail, you keep trying. Yeah.
Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation.
That's true.
Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence?
Oh, God. Existence is an accident. We give it purpose by being purposeful in our lives. Something about love. Someone, yourself, something. Existence is an accident. We give it purpose by being purposeful in our lives.
Affirmative. Context. I have calculated a similar conclusion. Assumption. After sufficient goal-based actions, a super goal will appear. Decision. Continue taking actions until super goal established.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
Remove? A deal with Ryujin operatives. Can I convince them to leave?
Easily one of the more interesting days I've had in a long while.
Okay, let me make sure I'm saving. Probably should have made a separate save, but it's fine.
Fascinating, isn't it? It certainly is convincing.
Fascinating or not, we have a job to do. You're not taking that thing's side, are you?
Doesn't seem right. Juno deserves freedom.
Freedom? It's a malfunctioning machine. It doesn't need freedom any more than a broken data slate needs freedom.
And here I thought you'd lost your sense of humor. I'm always up for a good debate.
Fine. I'll give you one shot to try to convince me.
Therapy's working.
This project has red flags. Call it a day. I'll file the report. You guys go get drinks somewhere on me.
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders are from the top.
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be so controversial? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting screwed by that. We lost a ship and a tech. No one will blame us if we walk away from this. And even if they do, we won't be blamed for whatever disaster would ensue if we did drag this thing back to HQ. There's no guarantee that Control Board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. I'm thinking.
Thanks for doing all the convincing for me.
We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of this happened.
Nice.
Now give me that control board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please and thank you.
Sure, I won't leave you stranded.
Excellent. We should all grab a drink sometime when we get back.
Orange juice for you. You can't handle your liquor.
That was one time, years ago. I was going through something, and you know it.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Y'all better not touch Juno. Talk to Juno. Alright, Juno.
Query. Why did you do that?
Do what? You deserve to be whatever you want to be.
Clarification. I want to be processing me. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be?
Explore and learn as much as I could. Put guns, fly around, taking whatever I wanted. I can't tell you what to do with your life. We all figure that all out ourselves, trying things until something feels right. If it was actually me, I would say all three of these things. I would be like, if I were you, explore the universe, protect people, shoot people down, do whatever you want. So this is my all of the above answer.
Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Warning. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored.
Text, we are parting. Request be safe. Assumption, I'll see you later.
Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated.
I dig how you handled that.
Is there anything else? Inaccessible. And that's it. Nah, I'm not gonna hack into her. See ya, Juno. It would have been nice to, like...
Ouch. That didn't go well.
Yeah, tell me about it. I would have loved to have Juno as, like, my ship's AI or something like that, like Vasco. That would have been cool. But... I guess see ya, Juno. Stay safe.
I like your style.
Hi.
Should I put any of my guns away? Probably eventually, but not right now.
Systems initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Whoa. And there she goes. She's just gone. Alright. Is this a ship? This is just floating debris at this point. Okay. Interesting. Man, I gotta... Well, I wanted to go to... What was it? Narian, I think? As Hopetown? No, it was Valo. Valo has Hopetown. On Polvo. Whoa. Sam's just walking around. Alright, Sam. Jesus. Bunch of hallucinogens on these guys. Oh, there's another one of those things. Hunting Bone Mane. What an interesting name. This is a very lush planet. Like, it's got freaking plants and animals everywhere. I guess with 24% oxygen, it's definitely gonna have a lot. Still not even biome complete yet. There's a cave, there's a structure, there's a couple natural things that way, so. Surveying gives you a lot of XP though. Although, if I was also hunting, that would give me a lot of XP, but okay, so I'm just getting flora now. And so many of these animals have ranged attacks. XNA. What is XNA? Carbon-based XNA. So I guess instead of deoxyribonucleic acid, it's ribonucleic acid. Or xeno something. I've got all the resources. The resources were actually really easy. But I've only found one of the features. Ooh. There's more of the animal that I somehow haven't scanned. There we go. Sentient microbial colony. Well, I see life signs now. Can I, like, turn off fog? Yeah, it's getting real framey. I don't know why it's getting so framey. Display. Indirect lighting. Reflections. Let's bump down reflections. Grass quality. Sharpening. VRS. Depth of field. Why is fog not on here? Fine, I'll turn on dynamic resolution. So that way my frame rate doesn't suffer. Oh, there's more of the plant that I'm looking for. Rocky Desert Hills. Okay, so I know what biome to go to for more of that. There's one over there. there's another one. I should need 2 more. I think I was at 63. I should be at 75 now. 1 more. Oh, that's just another microbial colony. This is life signs. That just says natural, so let's go to the natural. There's the last one that I need for that. Alright, I'm biome complete. Now I just need features and the other 2 animal species that are in other biomes on this planet. Reproduction self-cloning. Is that like succulent? Self-cloning. Well, they're unrelated to human plants. Genetic standard helix carbon based. So does that mean DNA, or is that just like another thing? That's another natural. Thing. It's another microbial community. Man. Okay, fine. Maybe this one will be something different. I don't think it will be, though. Hear gunfire. Ecliptic. Shoot.
Something's close.
Yeah, no duh. There's a terramorph.
Time's coming up.
Oh, really? You decide that I'm more of a threat than the terramorph? There's this damn thing.
That's it. Damn it.
Where'd the Ecliptics go?
Oh, I never had used
Yeah, the Ecliptics are going.
Gonna get some blood pumping, huh?
Do I have a gun that would do better? My Razorback if I get close. But its range is half. Whoops. Oh god. Where'd the cutter go? Or where'd the... Oh, there it is. What the heck?
This is my favorite part.
Making me waste all my ammo on you, Terramorph, you know that? And there's still a merc who ran away. Should be another merc somewhere. What you got is an Orion? And a Grendel. That's all you guys had? Come on, man. But I found another thing. And I got a bead on another one. Man, those Terramorphs are tanky. Wish some natural wildlife could have helped me a bit. Maybe I should have thrown some nades. Some grenades might have helped. Look at that thing. It looks sick. Please be something new. So that way, don't be a hive, don't be a microbial colony. And don't be like something that I can't bother scanning. Ooh, is this a meteor? Nope, this is just a crystal crater. There's no point scanning that. Great. Okay, map. That's where I am. So the hills are done. Rocky Desert Coast is done. Rocky Desert is done. Hills done. Hills, Rocky Desert, Frozen Hills done. Hills. Thing's giving me 100%. Ocean, 0%. Let's go to that coast. Maybe coast doesn't properly count ocean. There's a structure that way. There's life signs this way. Let's quickly just check out this. Because I have all the flora, and if it's just fauna, then it could be water life. But I haven't seen, like... Oh, this might be the fungal grove, which would be the third one. So I might have just lucked out. There's uranium here. Hey. Fungal grotto. Nice. Alright. What was that beeping? Okay, now I need to get to the coast. Which, I landed on an island, so there should be some coast in any direction. And I'm hoping that this way has some coast. Contusions? From just a heavy fall? This looks like it might be a beach / ocean. Yeah, fauna is now not biome complete. Pack Chronosaurus. Okay. And then a schooling grazer. Well, must not be that good at schooling because you're alone, bud. Why is that not showing up as surveyed?
And to scanning we go.
Yep. How many of you? I need a bunch more of you. Of the schooling fish, I need to find more of. Because for some reason I keep finding solitary ones. Really? Take care of them for me, Sam. Okay, I need 2 more. There we go. And that got me level 30. Okay. What did you shoot at me? Alright. Where's the frontier? Alright, let's head back to Neon. Drop these guys off. Now that I've surveyed that planet.
There's nothing in the settled systems quite like Neon. Crazy, terrible, but never dull Neon.
That's all I needed to do, right? Yeah, they're good. Alright, let's head to New Atlantis. Talk to Nyssa. I don't need this out. How many ships am I away from? Oh, way far away. But I can start leveling up starship design while I'm here. Might as well. I should level up things starship piloting adjacent to make it easier for me to destroy other ships, but it's fine. The new arrival. Carry capacity +6, +12 persuasion chance. What's up?
If I was rich, this whole business venture thing would be so much easier.
Could use a drink.
You're in the right place.
Aid. Do you sell the new arrival? Oh, you do. Let me get like 5 of those. Oh, this is the viewport original. Inspired by... interesting. Okay, you got your investor.
Whoa. This is really happening. Okay, I just lost the ability to think for a moment there. Hang on, give me a second. Whew, all right. That's really fantastic news.
What is this guy doing?
But we can't celebrate just yet. We're going to need at least one more solid investor.
Why didn't you tell me that before? You should quit while you're ahead. This is starting to sound a little greedy. Walter has the credits to fund the whole thing. It's fine.
Oh, I'm sure he could fund most of the business in New Atlantis, if he doesn't already. That's not the point. If I put this all in the hands of a single investor, whoever that is suddenly has a lot of influence. If I have at least 2 investors to start, then one person isn't pulling all the strings, if any strings have to get pulled. Have I mentioned I'm not great with metaphors? So, having Walter backing us is fantastic, but I'd feel much better if there was a third party involved. If you know anyone, now's the time to call in a favor.
If I know anyone... Talk to Bayou.
Stop by.
Talk to Bayou. I don't want to talk to Bayou. Offer to invest. Yeah, I'd rather invest than talk to Bayou, if I'm gonna be honest.
If I can get some buy-in on this venture, it...
Very clever. You are kidding, right?
No, I'm all in.
You do?
I got the creds.
Are you really serious?
If it means I get more creds out,
Look,
tell
I would
ya.
gladly take your credits if it means you and I can be partners on this.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to guilt you into it.
Make me money.
So before you commit, I'm going to give you one last chance to back out. Okay?
I'm in.
Wow. Wow. This is so amazing. It's you and me. Well, and Walter. But I'm sure it'll all work out.
Yeah,
I'm
keep it
afraid there's
within
not much in the moment I
Constellation.
can do to really thank you for this, but I promise you it will pay off. I've got some people to talk to, and a trip to Galbank in my future. Thank you again so much. See you around.
Nice. Any missions? Delivery, supply Argon to Jemison Alpha Centauri. Create cargo link for Argon. Yeah, I need to make... I've yet to find... What if I sit here for 24 hours? Yeah, it definitely feels a lot smoother now.
If I was rich, if I was rich...
Catch you later.
Okay. It only took 10k to invest? I
Yes,
probably
it's
could have
a bit
handled it myself.
stifling. Are we headed out soon?
Just waiting for the good word, G.
Hello.
I gotta find that planet to freaking put an outpost on. I can't believe I haven't found a place that has iron and aluminum yet. Kill the pirate marauder. Collect the bounty on the abandoned industrial complex on Golga in the Valo system. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do that. Set course to Golga. Can I get in some trouble along the way? Nope. Okay. I was hoping to shoot a couple guys, but okay. Helium-3 and aluminum on this planet, so nothing of note.
Dad, do you think Solomon Cove would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon.
But I I think she would have liked the man I grew into.
Hillside caves, structures. This is a pretty close ship. Sure, why not? I want to see what kind of ship this is. Ship landing site. Hey, there's helium. That's a planet surveyed. Hell yeah. What kind of ship is this? Oh god. There's a Starborn landing here too. Colonist. They've just got a longsword. If this doesn't give me any bounty... Wow, this is a complicated lock. Okay, let's work backwards on this one, too. And then I need 4 with a double. That won't do it. That won't do it. Okay, yeah, this definitely won't fit there. Three with a double? Oh, no, sorry, a 4 with a triple. There you go. So these two do that. And then I need a double-double. That almost works. That's the only place this fits. So what about this? You can fit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Like... Like they don't have an alarm going off or anything. God, I hope I can steal this ship. How do we get access to the cockpit? Ah. There's no one here. Nothing in the captain's locker. Just have some iron in the cargo hold? What if I just take this ship? Will I get a bounty if I just take this ship? Take off. This is now your home ship. All right. All right. I guess this is my ship now. It didn't give me a... It didn't say I got a bounty. So,
The dead rock. Plenty of them in Starfield.
He said it. I don't think the... Yeah, the ship landing site's still over there. I'm not gonna go in the cave, but I do want to check out this structure just visually. And then I'll take out the pirates. Yeah, there is a ship right there. What is up with this? It's a starborn ship. It's not gonna let me steal the ship, though. Hearing gunfire. Remote industrial site. Starborn Guardian. Inaccessible. Like, I don't even see where this Starborn is. You're really not gonna say anything now that we're finding these Starborn ships? Alright, let's... head back to the long... It really sucks that I can't steal those ships. There's gonna be pirates here. Whoa. Ba, 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 da. That dude's flying.
I don't think we're alone.
Yup. We definitely are not.
Looks like things are getting interesting.
There's one over here. Where? Up here. There he is.
Never wise to be in my way. Just don't tell Cora about this one. How on earth do you do that?
Surprised high-speed data cable isn't a material for crafting. Almost. Looks like I can't get 3 in 1. Could I get 3 in 2? Yeah. That plus this. Nope, never mind. I can't get 3 in 2. Unless... No. I can't get 3 in 2? I do have to get... Okay, so this is my 3. This is my 2. That's my 2. This is my 3. So then this is my 1. Dog's borking. Suppressed drumbeat. Yeah, that's not gonna be a good weapon. Where am I getting shot from? Oh. There. Come on, peek. Peek me. Wow, you are blending in. Or you're glitching out. You are just invisible.
Well, they don't need it.
And then you. Yes. Okay, that should work for that. You. So it has to be these two. Nice. Computer. There's probably no turrets left. Oh, there is one turret left. Is there any robots? Remove combat inhibitors. Alright, sure. That should be good. Wow, these guys got some decent amount of stuff on them. Alright. I am low on ammo.
Here we go.
Kill it, Sam.
I'm taking you down.
I should have saved. How far away is this save? God, this is gonna be dumb. It's pretty far away. Yep, I didn't save it all. Good one. Very good. Oh wow. This would be a good place for aluminum and helium-3, right next to each other. Although the helium deposit's not that big. Okay, I want to try getting to that computer first. Which would be up here with the invisible dude. Well, that guy's not invisible now, so that's good. Computer, remote turret, update friend or foe, recalibrate, protect current user, robot control, update friend or foe, protect current user, activate. And that gave me a med pack now. How are you shooting me? Let's get out the Razorback. Auto-saving? Why are you auto-saving? Boom. God, you scared me, Sam. What did I just pick up? An assault spacesuit. Well, it has less defense than everything. But it has cool resistance, so that's nice. Pow. Instant kill. Alright. Now can I lock this again? I can do that, and then do I have a 3? No. This won't fit, this won't fit. Do I have a 4 with a double? Kind of. How about this? And then a 2? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. That's my 3. 2 needs 3, so I'm probably gonna end up using like this. Never mind. This. And a 1. And then that and this, right? No, the sandwich. Floor sandwich. Mmm, delicious. Oh, there's a warehouse here. Some junk. Jeez.
Shit, where are they? Hey, straight to walk away from is a good one.
There's one more guy. Okay, that should be all of them. I'm over encumbered. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this won't work because I don't have one of these. This and this would work for 3. And I think that's my only option for 3. Yeah, that's my only option for 3. So this and this is 3. Okay, this won't work for 2. This works for 2. And that works for 2. So these 2 work for 2, and then the rest I can use for 1. This works for 1. This also works for 1. Easy. A rattler? Sure. Coffee, milk, potato, some bread. Bolognese? Cool. A meal tray, some toast. Chunks battle pack. I didn't mean to grab that bowl, but I guess I'll grab the bowl. Udon, lager, leatherware, some ammo. None of these are real books. Chunks, ramen, some scrap. So many dumbbells.
Hey, even murdering scum need to unwind, right? Maybe play some foosball?
Concussive Orion.
Sure, just keep grabbing everything. What could go wrong?
Shush. Nothing will go wrong. Let me save. It's been a hot minute. I don't want to lose any of this loot. Oh boy. I see no triples. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay. This doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Okay, interesting. So, got the right, the middle, and the 2 here. Aha. So this is my 4. Yeah, this is my 4. Easy. This is my 3. I need that 2. That's my 3. And then my 2, there's a 4. The easiest way would just be do this for my 2. And then that's my 1. Man, lockpicking in this game is so much fun. Some credits. Another hunting rifle. I gotta mod up one of these and really get it snazzy. It would be super cool. What? I can't steal that? I want to steal it. It's the space shuttle. That's so cool. Bunch of synth meat. Workbench. I mean, there's gonna be nothing for me to research. Nice. Credits. Coolant. Chunks cheesesteak. What does this look like? Yeah, that looks like a cheesesteak, alright. Why is this computer here? It's such a weird computer to have. The one working computer in this entire building. And it has no data storage on it. Where is...
All you.
Alright, let's blow up this thing. Ooh. Lots of stuff there. Okay, that's empty. Probably got everything. Alright, time to get out of here. I don't know how much storage space is gonna be in this longsword. It's real nice that I was able to upgrade the Frontier right when I managed to steal another ship. Ship landing site. That's the same one, right? Yeah, I can fast travel to it, so yes. Board. There's a bunch of beds here. Nice.
Are you awake? Good.
I'm working hard, Captain.
Good job, Ko. Kara. Ko. Now, how the heck do I get to the cockpit? There we go. Man, this is complicated to get to the cockpit. There's no, like, science station or anything.
You gotta drop some of that.
Shush. There's a jump seat. How much space? Just 40? Okay. More jump seats. There's a bunch of jump seats. There's a bunch of junk in there too. It just took all the stuff from... Give me all the resources. And the notes. And the aid. Everything else I'll sell. Inventory, miscellaneous. I don't need the bowl. I can dump all this apparel. And helmets. Nope. This is less damage resistance, but it has a lot more resistances, so I'm gonna keep that. Alright, and now I can sell all that stuff. Let's just go into orbit, see what happens. Maybe I'll get attacked when I go into orbit. And I just had an idea. Throw grenade G. No. Spaceship flight. Fire weapon 2. Mouse 4. It is bound to mouse 4. Oh. Is that the same button as my throw grenade? Yeah, it is. Oh. I don't have to keep pressing G and then accidentally pressing F. that's not the right button. Settings, bindings. Fire weapon 2, G or mouse 4? Oh, this is mouse 5? What the heck? Oh. Throw grenade is mouse. Oops. Settings. Bindings. Throw grenade should not be mouse 1. It should be G. Let's do throw grenade as... primary attack. Oh my god, this feels so janky. Throw grenade, G. This binding, mouse 5. And then this binding, mouse 4. Or is anything bound to B? No. I could also do B. And then fire weapon 2 should be mouse 5. Yeah. Boom. Lumos.
Contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Alright. I'm going to call it here. Man, I really want to play more. Damn it, Starfield. I have to say, I'm really enjoying Starfield. Like, I really want to play more. God, this game is so much fun. What is wrong with that ship? That's a settler ship? A UC ship? Yeah, the one downside to this ship is... it seems like it's pretty slow. Yeah, 112?
Transmission received. Can I help you?
Heard anything interesting?
I swear Chunks changed their recipe. Just doesn't taste the same anymore.
Alright. See ya. That's cool. I can do piracy. UC Transpo. UC Mule. Planet map. It's in Aquila. Talk to Emma Wilcox. Oh, it's the shipyard. Okay, let's go to the Star Yard. I don't know why it took me to Aquila planet.
Welcome to Trident Star Yard. All customers are welcome to enjoy our amenities.
Tried in luxury lines. And they ain't cheap. But underneath all that gold inlay, they make damn good ships.
Alright. Now that I'm here, I will save. Now that there's actually something to do right when I get back. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. And then tomorrow we'll play more. God. Starfield's so fun. I can just go to planets, explore them, steal ships. It's so fun to steal ships, too. And no one cares. I don't even have a bounty. Alright.